friends. I hope you guys can hear me from this far. I wanted to get up in my contraption because it's one of my happy places to be, and it stretches me and gets me out of my environment. And I wanted to share with you, this probably looks so awkward, but don't worry about it. I wanted to share with you one of the books I was reading, and it really struck me, and it's something different from what I was reading with my little boy. We've got another book going on, and this one was really kind of cool. It's called, let's see if I can, inspired by the spider webs that are all around me. So it's called Life is Short to Wear Your Party Pants. And the part that I was reading right now is about getting in your now moment. And what kind of struck me, what I wanted to share, was about how we are addicted to overdoing and multitasking and always being in more than one place at a time, or feeling obligated that we've got to do so much and be so busy. And she was talking about how we just get caught up in our routine and our inertia day after day and habit, and then we're not even really present, and then that's how our joy gets stolen from us. And you know, if we're not happy, we end up unwell in our life and in our attitude, and we're out of our head, and we're not there, and we're not able to interact with our people that we want to be with. And it was pretty cool, because it was talking about communicating, and I love communicating, but I also struggle with communicating. And if you can relate to that, give me a hands up, or what have you. I seem really far away. I hope this works. I don't know what I want to tell you about this. I wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to be outside. I wanted to be on my little fun spider web. I wanted to encourage you just to, even if you don't feel like exercising, just get outside and stretch a little bit. You can be a monkey in a tree or a spider in a web. There's so many spiders, out right now, and that's what kind of inspired me, was those spiders. I was like, ooh, getting caught up in the web. I had to kind of go through some of the webs to get out here, so that was kind of fun. But the weather's nice, and I wanted to be outside, and I wanted to read. And this book has been inspiring to me, and and it's about really being in your now and making sure, how do we get that way? We stop doing the zillion things that we do, and as moms, and caregivers and mentors, we typically have 60,000 million and one, to the second power things going. I've got a zillion tabs open on my computer and in my brain and on my phone, and who can relate to that? So it's really important that I was reading about what they said, which philosopher says about just being in the now, and how you really have to be present. So you got to shut down those tabs. So for me and for you, hopefully you guys can recognize that how we do the closest way we get grounded is by breaking our cycle, by either getting outside and by really focusing on our breath. To be in the moment and to breathe. And I know for myself, I really have to remind myself to breathe. It's been quite a learning thing. So if you don't naturally breathe, don't condemn yourself. Just say, oh wow, okay, there that is again. I can breathe, because as soon as we breathe, we're going to feel better. And we need to get that oxygen in there. We need to get the blood flowing. We are energy beings, and we operate on the life force of our oxygen. So I love you guys. I hope this is encouraging in some sort, just to recognize that we're busy people, and we need to, I don't want to drop my book on the floor without, we need to slow down a little bit and give ourselves some love. Don't hurt it. Okay, here in the grass. There, no owies. Give ourselves some love, give ourselves some time out, give ourselves the respect and our family that they deserve, to be totally engaged in the moment, and with them, instead of constantly multitasking. And, you know, you might say, well, what are you doing? You're multitasking. You're talking to us right now. But maybe at the same token, I'm kind of wiggling too and acting like a bug. But I hope you get my point. We need to totally be able to engage. And in order to do that, we need to get really quiet and get with ourselves. And so my whole point and goal here and hope, you know, desire is that I can inspire you to kind of quiet things down and be able to get more present. See, I have a shoulder that's giving me issues, and I was getting discouraged because there was no sunshine, and my arm hurt really bad, and I'm having a hard time doing the things that I wanted to do because my arm was bugging me. And normally, you know, I've got issues with my back and my hips, but I work through all that, and so it's not a big issue now. But now I've got these my arms are squeaking at me, and so I have to fight the discouragement of trying to say whatever the monkey brain is. So we really need to quiet down that monkey brain that we have and tap back into it. It was funny, that's what she was talking about in the book too, it was saying that, you know, when we're kids, we can easily be lost in la la land and be in the moment of wherever we're at and not worry about all the chatter that's going in our brain. But as we're adults, all this nasty mind chatter that's in our brains, and then, you know, we forget about the rest of the world. We're not able to play, and what we're supposed to do in life is play and imagine and create and dream. You know, we're not supposed to be lost in the torture and the torment, you know, of it all. We're supposed to be having a good time. We're here to be having a good time, you know. So with that, I wanted my arms to work because I've got these big goals and dreams of what I want to do, things that people said, you're never going to be able to do that. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway because I see myself doing that. And that's the thing, that's the beauty, is that we need to be able to stop. We need to be able to create. We need to be able to dream. In order to do that, we need to get back in that childlike mindset. And beautiful, beautiful children don't have this multitasking brain, you know. That's why they're so wonderful. They get lost out in nature, and they create, and they play, and they get dirty, and they make the messes. And that's why we need to remind the babies, you know, oh yeah, remember, it's such and such time, you gotta do this now, or pick up your room, or whatever it is, you know, getting them back on tasks. Children don't have the monkey brain telling them, you know, ruling their lives and ruining their lives. So if we can just remember to get back into our childlike state, and we'll have more bliss, right? So, the breath and the moment. And I'm too far away, so I can't see what anybody's saying. But hello, thank you for joining me. Tell me what you're doing for exercise, and if you really connect with breathing, or if so that's something new for you too. I'm going to share some videos eventually as I get out of my uncomfort zone. And like I said yesterday, I think it was yesterday that I was talking about, you know, just sharing more and not being afraid of things. So yeah, along that journey, you know, we can all go, because I'm sure that everybody's got issues. Everybody has things that they have to overcome. You know, that's the whole part of the journey. So if you can relate to growing, right? So we'll grow together, and I'll share what I know and what I learn, and try to be more communicative about it. Oh, and that's what this book was about too. It was really cool. She was talking about communication. Oh, and that's what I said in the beginning, I think, which is so neat, and I love it. It's neat. She was talking about how communication is like really intimate, you know, how it's the most intimate thing that there is, other than, because think about it, you know, the relationship through communication, you have to really understand one another and lean into one another to find out exactly what's going on, because no two people think exactly alike. So, you know, in order to really get to where we're trying to go, it takes lots of relationships. So anyways, that's another story, that's another video, but I did just want to invite you to recognize the fact that we have too many tabs open, that we need to shut some things down. We need to get really centered and really focused, and the best way to do that is to get outside, get physical, because when your body's moving, it doesn't have a chance for your monkey brain to get in there. So I am going to shut down and then play, because there's no way to do this with you guys here. So not in the manner that I am going to do, because it's been a while since I was on. So anyways, I love you guys. I hope you're having a good evening. Thank you for joining me. If you were here on the live, say where you were coming from, and if it's replay, say replay too, and say hi so I can circle back and talk to you later. So, all right, friends, I love you. I hope you have a good night, and do something fun. You know, exercise yourself in some way, stretch yourself. If you've got pains, work it out. You know, don't let your pains limit you. We grow through the pains, just like we do the fears. So it's all here to help us, right? Yes, indeed. Okay, super dry, nothing to drink. Much love to you, happiness, and thank you for tuning in. Have a good night.